Okay, hi guys. So we're outside and I want to show you a fine art technique called soft focus. I've got a few little resources. I've got a couple of bands, some petroleum jelly, a little pouch that's made of nylon. I've got a filter. I've got some translucent material. I've got some foam that's got a hole cut out, and I've also got some translucent bag here. Now, you can use any material that is translucent for this process. The only option you're going to do is you need some way, that's why I've got the bands, to attach it to the front of your lens. So this, as it's like a little bag, this can go over the top of my lens. And if you're using nylon, one quick little tip is if you can pull it as apart as much as you can, then obviously these little holes that you can see there, they will let in more of what's in the image. So that's why you've got your nylon. The petroleum jelly, that simply just goes onto your lens, and you can decide to either do the entire lens if you want, or around the outside, and it just gives you that nice blur effect. I've got these strips of translucent because we're going to be taking pictures of either portraits or nature shots, and you may want to just have a bit of translucent at the top of the frame or at the bottom, okay, which just smooths and gives you that dreamy effect, which is what you get when you take a soft focus picture. So these are just a few examples of the kind of things that you could use. But this is a fine art technique, so you can decide or try out different translucent materials. You can try bubble wrap. That's a really good one to experiment with and see how that works. As we are looking at soft focus, I found strips and created translucent strips. Now, I wanted to add this in because it means that you don't have to have the entirety of your lens covered up, so you can decide that you want just a strip coming from the top, in the middle, down the bottom, or just at the corners. With any kind of translucent material, you can see the difference as I move it across. There we go, there's the cat that's getting in. So you could try this as another way to add soft focus to your picture. Okay, so this is the camera. Let's turn it on. Now, I would suggest you've got your settings on the back. We are shooting in aperture priority, so you've got your AV or your A at the top left corner. I've moved my aperture to f8, and because it's a really kind of like muggy day, I've put my ISO at 400. I've also changed my white balance to daylight. Now, those are my simple settings. Again, if I just bring this up, again, you've got to make sure that when you take your picture, you're using your exposure line over here. But if you're in aperture priority, remember that this controls the speed for you. So that's why it's very important that I've got it on a tripod, and also on this particular camera, it doesn't identify what speed I'm looking at. So I need the tripod to keep everything still in motion. The other option I would suggest is find your live view option. So you want to be able to see what you're taking a picture of on the back, okay? And then you can decipher how you want to put your soft focus options onto the front. So already I've got kind of soft focus option there with the nylon. Now I found that this nylon is quite strong, so I will make it as wide as possible I might even have to cut it to get it as wide as possible, but again, just be conscious that your camera doesn't focus on this material and it focuses on what's looking through it. Now, a quick tip that you can do is possibly go to manual focus. So you can manually focus your scene, okay? And then it also means that once you've put the soft material over the top of the lens, it won't stop you or prevent you from taking that picture. Okay, so those are the settings.